Yo, what up, investigators? Welcome back to AGGY. It's my solo Agnes run of the Path to Carcosa as part of the League of Extraordinary Investigators Season 2. We're playing on Standard with the Taboo list, and League scoring is based on victory points you earn minus penalties for mistakes. So, don't want those. Don't want mistakes. Mistakes are bad news, man. Don't do it. Yesterday was my birthday, so hopefully I'm going to have some luck tonight. Unspeakable Oath is one of the hardest true solo scenarios, I would say. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see how that goes, right? I want to show you my deck list. And I've made some significant changes from last time. So last scenario, I got 6 experience points thanks to Delve Too Deep. And I got a bonus experience for the Doom running out in the library one, Echoes of the Past. And I have my 2 copies of Arcane Research, which give me 2 experience towards a spell upgrade. So I upgraded a Shriveling for 1 of my 6. Oh, and then I had an experience point left over after Last King. So 1 XP for Shriveling out of, 7, right? Because I had 6 from last time plus 1 left over. Yep. So 1 for Shriveling, 2 for Fearless, 2 for 2 copies of Test of Will, 1 copy for 1 experience for 3 copies of Open Gate. It's myriad, so you can spend 1 XP and add all 3 copies to your deck. And it's very much a tech card for this scenario. I went into the league thinking that Track Shoes was going to be enough to make up the action overhead that Unspeakable Oath forces on you, and in playtesting, it wasn't. So we added in some Open Gates, and I dropped some Defiance because that's whatever. I actually dropped a copy of Peter because I don't really use him that much in this scenario, and I'm going to upgrade into more Peter later. I dropped a Clarity of Mind for the Fearless because although Clarity is really good for Arcane Research people in multiplayer, you just don't have the actions in solo. So I got rid of it. Upgraded that Shriveling, and then I got rid of my 2 copies of Forbidden Knowledge. I'm planning on adding those back in with the vacancy from playing a Test of Will, right? So when you exile a card, the next scenario, you replace it with a level 0 card, and then you can upgrade out of that level 0 card if you want. So you can sort of do like a pseudo adaptable thing, and I will do that for Forbidden Knowledge, which is real groovy, right? Let's dive into the scenario here. Let's see if I can figure this out. Cool. I think I'm mostly set up here. All right, so if you don't know, now you know. We're doing Unspeakable Oath. This is where we have to go into the Arkham Asylum. And they think that you're the crazy one, but you're not crazy. I'm crazy. Wait, I'm not crazy. They're crazy. I'm not crazy. You're the crazy one who thinks that I'm the crazy one. Everything smells bad, according to Agenda 1A, and it's only got 2 Doom. Arkham Asylum. Aside from the few patients giving you a very wide berth, there aren't any orderlies or doctors around. That's weird. What a weird place to be. It's very weird. I'm going to double check my chaos bag here. I should have 2 -3s in the bag. Bing, bing, bong. And then because I doomed out on the last scenario, I have to have 1 of each of the bad tokens in my bag. So that's unfortunate. I'm going to show you my deck just to communicate how on the level I am. I'm sure you could pause the video and check this if you're the kind of person that thinks that I made a mistake or something. But I make no mistakes because I'm perfect. That's not true at all. I'm not sure why Steam's trying to get in my business here. All right, so For setup, I gotta shuffle up these copies of Asylum Halls, put them to the side. Agnes is going to choose to start in the Western Patient Wing of the Asylum. My campaign log says that I did not interview. I think the important one for this one is Constance. I did not interview her. I have 1 physical and 2 mental trauma. What a shame. I think that's most of the boring stuff. So, let's talk about my mulligan strategy. Okay, so basically how well I do on the scenario often comes down to my mulligan. Very early on, I'm going to want Sixth Sense. It is very crucial to me getting some of these clues. Particularly some of the early ones. I'm also going to want Open Gate very early so that I can throw down a gate and then bounce my way out of that basement later on. Track Shoes is going to start saving me actions as soon as I put it down, so earlier the better for that. And look what I found is has a very specific use in like one of the first 2 locations I go to. So I would really like to see that in my opening hand. And then I've got that 1 copy of Peter, which is always helpful. I'm going to play 1 copy of Shriv this game to help me manage roaches and stuff. So obviously those are great to have in your opening hand as well. My ideal opening hand would be Sixth Sense, Open Gate, Look What I Found, Track Shoes, and Shriveling. I don't expect to get that exact 5-card hand. So, yeah. Let's hope that things go okay. Because I'm not confident that they will. I'm giving myself like a 50-50 on this scenario. I did the math and I figured out that I have exactly 18 actions to... After you subtract out how much movement I have to do, how many clues I have to pick up, and how many other objectives I have to pass. I have 18 actions of wiggle room, which is not very much because that doesn't even include playing assets or failing a test that you need to pass or something like that, or anything to do with the Mythos phase. So that's a real drag, but I think I'm ready. I think I'm set. I think we're going to play the Unspeakable Oath. Show me 5. All right, well, weakness is there. I drew Track Shoes, and Look What I Found. So those are both good, but you know what they aren't? Sixth Sense. So we're going to hold on to them for sure and hope that I draw Sixth Sense right now. This is it. Okay, well, it wasn't it. But I got Look What I Found, which is good. Come on. Come on, group it up. Okay, that's my opening hand. It is fine, I guess. I got Track Shoes. That's a good sign. All right, let's flip over these Asylum Halls. This is a place that I can go, and I am already there. So I've been really on the run the past like 2.5 weeks, so I am emotionally fatigued, but I have also been trying to do a better job of like just chilling. When you play Arkham, it's a game. It's supposed to be fun. And I tend to get too intense, and that ruins the game for me, and it might ruin the game for people that I play with. So I don't want to do that. All right, making sure the stream is coming in nice and hot. Hot stream. Yeah, it looks pretty healthy. So let's play. All right, first action. I'm going to move into... No, that's not me. I'm going to move into the mess hall. After you successfully investigate from the mess hall, choose and discard a card from your hand. Well, I don't want it. I don't want to discard cards. That seems real bad. So instead, I'm going to second action investigate. And I've got to look what I found in the chamber. You know what I mean? So let's take a look at our chaos bag. It's pretty rough. Elder Things add a monster beneath the act deck, which if you don't know what that means, whatever. And I got some -2s in the bag right now. So being even on this test is like, I would ideally like to fail by -1 or -2. And my odds of that are pretty good. Pretty good. So we'll see what happens. -2! Ooh, you so nice to me. All right, so I failed. So I'm going to play Look What I Found. I'm going to discover 2 clues. And actually gained back one of my 18 actions. Because I got 2 clues for 1 action. And then last action, I got to be pretty mindful about this. I think I play Track Shoes. Because I'm going to want those down. And I can play Ward to, if I have to prevent Track Shoes being discarded from corrosion, which is terrible. So I'll play Track Shoes, which is an asset, so that costs me an action. All right, so end of the round. Draw a card. Gain a resource. Open gate. Hello, my friend. That is good news. We're going to go up to round 2. The Mythos phase. Give that a good shuffly duffle, and then we'll see what we got. Ooze and Filth. Each location gets +1 Shroud. That seems very doable. I'm super okay with that. All right, so first action we're going to move. Back to the Asylum Halls, and then I'm going to exhaust Track Shoes, and we're going to move again. If I pass this test, I effectively gain an action. I'm considering not committing this pair of Track Shoes to this test because I could keep it in hand for corrosion fodder, which would be cool. But right now I'm a 4-on-3 to pass, which is maybe, I mean, it's whatever. 4-on-3. It's just a Track Shoes test. Let's not overthink it. See, I failed. It's fine. I didn't save an action, but that's okay. Going to the yard next. While you're investigating the yard, it gets +1 Shroud for each horror on you. It's got 1 clue on it, but it's actually secretly a Shroud of 4. So I can't really do anything about that, can I? And then last action, I think, can I do the thing on here? If there's no clues on the yard. No, I can't. So then I'm going to draw for 6th Sense. I did not get it. But Lucky could help me pass the test. And this is the place where I want my open gate to be. So I'm going to drop this down right now. And that is on the yard. Cool. I've done it. End of the round. Draw a card. Gain a resource. Ready Track Shoes. Let's go to the top. To Doom. And we advance. Shuffle the encounter discard pile and each of the set-aside lunatic enemies into the encounter deck. This should be discarded. I was like, I should have a discard pile here, right? All right, lunatic enemies going back in. Discard pile going back in. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. I have to randomly choose one of the set-aside monsters, and we're going to put that right there. And then I draw my encounter card, which is a Mad Patient, which spawns in the nearest Asylum Halls. So I might actually get down that Shriveling to get past it. Although, I wonder if some combination of Track Shoes and Agnes's ability could solve that for me. But here we are. All right, so now we're back down to Shroud 3. And I've got a Lucky in hand. I think I forgot to pay for Open Gate. Because I should have gone down to 0, thinking that I had 1 resource for either Ward or Lucky if I needed it. So I think I should be at 1 resource. My apologies for forgetting. Okay. My throat's real dry. Ooh, yeah. All right. I got to get this clue somehow, right? So if I'm investigating, I am a 2-on-3, which means if I draw a -1 or better, -1 or 0, I can Lucky it. Well, I kind of want 6th Sense, and I kind of want money for Shriveling. So, let's see, I'm a 2 on 3 right now. It's not very good. I'm going to spend this time to draw to see what I get. It's a delve. That's so good. I think I drew last turn too. So, second action, let's investigate. And I'm not going to... Do I commit the heirloom? I think I might need to save that at some point for something. Maybe. I'm a 2 on 3, so I'm 1 down with a lucky. I'm 1 up. I'm going to commit the heirloom on this intellect test to investigate. So second action, I'm investigating. I'm a 2, 3 with the heirloom on 3, so I'm even. -2, I'm going to play lucky, and I will pass. So that gives me this clue. I got enough clues to advance, but I'm not going to yet. I'm actually looking for a take heart maybe before I do that. And I got a little bit of time here. So, and then last action, I'm going to incite a fight amongst the patients, which is going to deal me a damage. But I'm going to successfully complete one of these objectives. So let's throw one of these down here. Which I will mark thusly. So I have done this action. All right. That's it. Enemy doesn't hunt, so end of the round, draw a card, gain a resource. Those delves are showing up prematurely. We're at round 3. Let's add a doom. I'm going to draw. Walls closing in. It's a willpower test. The shroud value of my location is actually just 1. Because this shroud boost only applies while investigating, which I'm not doing. So it's a shroud of 1. I'm a 5 on 1, and I drew a -3, and that's just fine. So I passed. What a joyous day for me. All right, so I am pretty broke. I could try to skirt past this guy. Hold on a second. If I kill it, I get to draw a card, which is chill. But if I fail my track shoes move, then I'm stuck with them, and I don't have a good way to deal with them. So I could gain 2 resources and play Shriveling. I might have to wait another turn on this, unfortunately, which is going to set me back pretty hard. But, or I can just risk it with the track shoes and see what happens. I don't think that makes a ton of sense. I mean, what's its evade value? 3. I would just be 1 up. So, I mean, it's not great odds, right? So, first action, I'm going to draw a card. Still digging for 6 cents. Deny existence. Helpful. I love it. Second action, I'm going to gain a resource. And third action, I guess I gain 1 more resource. So that was more ineffective action use, which I don't love, and that's going to come back to haunt me. Take heart, that I can work with. Take heart, I love take heart. Take heart's my jam. Because I'm about to advance, and that's going to make me take a lot of stupid tests that I'm going to fail. So I'll commit take heart to one of them. Descent into Madness does not fire yet because I don't have 3 or more horror on me. And then Ooze and Filth shows up, which is just perfect timing. So first action, let's play it Shriveling down. Because I'm going to play one of these, this scenario no matter what, which is an asset, so that loses me one of my 18 action budget actions. Second action, I'm going to move in here, and then I'm going to proc track shoes, and I will commit a track shoes to that test. So I'm a 3, 4, 5 on 3 to zip on past this sucker. +1, I passed, which gives me a free move back. So my budget goes back up by 1. And oh, I can take a horror to gain 2 resources here. I don't necessarily want to do that. Let's So if I'm doing well, in theory, I could go to the infirmary to try to get an extra experience point. But I don't even have Sixth Sense yet. So instead, I might stay in the asylum halls and try to get this clue. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to advance. I'll probably proc Take Heart as I advance, and then I'm going to see what cards I draw, and that's going to kind of educate my decision. So I'll spend 3 clues to advance the Act deck. Whoop, 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 whoop. Key to the basement. Turning a corner, you see a lady. And she's like, I work here. And you're like, tell me where everything is. And she's like, I will, but I'm not going to give you the keys to go where all the things are that I just told you about. And I said, why I oughta. And I'm going to take some tests. So agility is my best chance to pass. And the other ones don't really matter. So first, I'm going to take a combat test. Combat of 4 to intimidate her into giving me the keys. I'm going to commit Take Heart to this test. So on a 2, still 2 on 4. And I draw a tablet. -2, I think, is the base route of my location. So I super fail. I'm going to draw 2 cards and gain 2 resources. Another Take Heart. My dude! Okay, so this is great. I love it. So now I'm going to take the intellect test. I'm a 2 on 4 to try to persuade her. And Agnes says, now consider this. I'm a waitress. I'll get you free drinks, girl. I'll get you those free drinks. And so she's 2 on 4. And I draw a skull. -1. So I fail. I'm going to randomly choose an enemy from among the set-aside monsters. And add that beneath the Act deck. And then Take Heart goes off again. There's drawing the sign, and I'm probably going to leave that the rest of the game, I guess, and have to discard a bunch of these cards, right? So now, well, if I'm going to have to discard a bunch of these anyway, I think I'll probably spend my fight or flight right now to try to pass this test, because why not? Still no sign of Sixth Sense, which is a little bit of a drag. And I'll probably drop my delves at this point because of the drawing the sign. All right, so I'm spending a resource on fight or flight. It's still my turn, so I get some bonus to agility. So now I'm going to try to pickpocket those keys. Fight or flight, or me takey. But is there like a fight or flight or yoink? How about that? All right, 3, 4, 5, 6 on 4. 2 up on this test. And we're going to treat that as a 0. And so I'm going to choose an enemy from the set-aside monsters pile. We're just going to keep on stacking those. And so she gives me the key, which is cool. And then I advance to Act 2A. Find the patient confinement location with David Chesterfield. Daniel's around. You got to know people to find him, though. And then last action, I'm going to move into the basement hall because I don't have a good way to get the clue off of the infirmary. It says after basement hall is revealed, put 4 set-aside patient confinement locations into play. Those are probably in here. Oops, there's Daniel. What's up, Daniel? What's up, my man? All right, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Totally shuffled up. And then we're going to put some of these down. And I think that's my last action. Is there anything else I want to play right now? Man, that drawing the sign, it's it feels like it hosed me. I don't love it. My last action was to move. So, end of the round, I draw a card. Open gate. Can I play this outside? Play only during your turn. No, I was like, ooh, I'll play right now. But I won't. So, I have to keep this. I want to keep the trial by fire. I think the delves are going to have to go. And I think I need to keep the ward to deal with all of the terrible treacheries that cost me 2 actions. So I think I have to get rid of the deny existence, which is going to hurt because near the end of the scenario, I'm going to be almost dead. And I'll be like, why did I get rid of that deny existence? But what can you do? So we go up to round 5 after everything readies. And I'm going to draw. Is it really only round 5? Doom. Yes, that's correct. And I draw corrosion. So the question is, do I ward this to keep my track shoes? And I'm pretty sure I do. So I'm going to spend a resource. I take a horror. And I'm going to cancel corrosion to keep my track shoes in play, which is probably worth it. So first action, let's move into one of these confinement cells. Oh my gosh. All right. After patient confinement is revealed, advance to Act 2B. And I think I should have the really bad ones because I did not turn in, I didn't like do the thing with the clasp of Black Onyx. So I'm going to spawn Daniel Chesterfield at my location. What? He's a spooky boy. No. But I have a shriveling down, which is good news for me. So second action, we're gonna shrivel. Do. All right, and I'm gonna try to hit him. So I am a 5 on 3 because this is base level shriveling. 5 on 3. So I'm 2 up for this test. Let's double check what's going on here. I think I have 3 horror on me now, so this goes down to 1, down to here, and that's it. So show me money. Auto fail. All right, so auto fail. I take a horror. I'm gonna use that with Agnes's ability. I take a horror from shriveling, and then I still hate this guy. I don't like him. So last action, I'm going to shrivel him again, and then if I succeed, he'll punch me in the enemy phase, and I'll deal him another damage, and then he'll be done. So wish me luck. -2. 5 on 3. That was good enough. Cool. That's great. I feel great about that. All right, enemy phase. He punches me. I take a damage and a horror. This is limit once per phase, so I'm going to do another damage with Agnes's ability, and he's going to go up to the victory display. So that's cool, but I will go from 2 to 5 horror, just like that. Oh well. And then end of the round, draw a card, gain a resource. Test of will. Test of will. That is good in case something bad happens. So let's go up to round 6 for Doom on the clock. And I draw a Maniac. That's terrible. So I take a damage, he takes a damage. And we're going to try to evade this sucker and just never come back. And I hope that's good enough. So first action, we're going to evade. By the way, I attacked Daniel twice. Yes, I did. And now I'm going to evade the Maniac. So I am a 3/4 on 1. 0. Good enough. Good enough. So he's going to stay down there. Oh, I got to get this clue, don't I? Oh, I didn't spend the clue to enter. Oh, my gosh. Why didn't I do that? All right, well, I guess I just take the penalty because that's long past. Second action, I'm going to, I guess, play Trial by Fire to investigate. So I'm a 5, investigate on 2 for my second action. -1, so I pass and I get a clue. What the heck? Sorry about that. My keyboard tray just dropped about an inch. That was weird. All right, so I get this clue. And then last action, I'm going to move. So move here. And exhaust track shoes. I'm going to move again. I'm 1 up on this test. And I pass. So then I'm going to move over to here. And there's an intellect test. So normally I like to use the test of will to take those tests. Not the test of will. The trial by fire to help me with some of these basement tests. But I had to burn it to get this clue because Sixth Sense still hasn't shown up. So I'm not feeling awesome about my odds of actually passing this test. I think I'm just going to have to sit here and grind it out. I gain an action from the move, which is good. Okay, great. Well, that's the end of the round. Trial by fire goes away. Draw a card, gain a resource. There's the other shriveling. I'm never going to play it because I don't have the actions for it. We're going to go to 5 Doom, and I get another corrosion. And I'm really not done with track shoes yet, so I'm going to play Test of Will, exile it, and cancel the second corrosion I drew. Okay. And now I have to try to pass this stupid intellect test. So, first action, I mean, I could draw for icons, but I think I'm just better off just hammering away at it, right? So I'm a 2 on 2 here. And I got a +1. Oh my gosh, birthday gift to me. This is great. All right, so I passed this test, dog. Where did you go? Don't do that. Give me this clue, you brat. That is what I need. All right. So this is apparently still stupid. Okay, get rid of this. All right. I spoke to the patient here. If I succeed, you're able to interpret their ravings, and now I know the guard's patrols. Look at me. Second action, I need 6 cents, so I'm going to draw a card. And that's not 6 cents, unfortunately. So I need to hold on to that. Well, both my 6 senses are on the bottom 14 cards. I could also do with a look what I found. So there's 3 out of 14 cards I'm looking for. And drawing the sign is just destroying me right now. Is murdering me. I'm going to draw a card. Try to find it. Another open gate, which is cool. So, although I'm going to get rid of it here in a second. So it's my turn. I've been spending a ton of time drawing, and I hate it because it means I'm going to lose. But I said it was a coin flip anyway, right? All right, so end of the round. Draw a card. Gain a resource. 6 cents. About damn time. So I have to keep 6 cents, and I'm going to keep the denied existence. I don't need the third open gate, and I won't play that shriveling because I don't have the actions for it. I'm going to go up to round number 8. I will draw into Whispers in Your Head. Doubt you cannot play events. Okay, well, I have to get rid of that. So, which is the bad news about me having to cancel all those corrosions. Because I wish I could have saved it for these Whispers in Your Head because they are action killers. So first action, I'm going to get rid of Whispers in My Head. And last action, I'm going to play 6 cents for 3. And now I have a chance of getting out, which is good. Draw a card, gain a resource. Look what I found has also made an appearance. Go up to round 9. We're going to advance to the final agenda already. I have to choose a random monster and shuffle it into the deck. And then Constance Domain, I killed that lady, so she doesn't show up. And I have to flee. Okay, I will. My counter card is Dance of the Yellow King. I have to pass this willpower test. Danger Zone. So I think I'm just going to take this on the chin and pray, right? I'm 2 up. Let's take a look at my Chaos Bag. This is a -5. So I'll just leave this here. And my Shroud is a -3. And I'm 2 up on this test. If I could commit a single icon, then I could gain 3 tokens. And then my odds are particularly good. They go up by like 16 or 17%, I think. But whatever. Just take the test. +1. Hey, all right. That's swell. All right, so first action, we're going to use 6 cents to investigate. If I get a special symbol, I might take the clue off of basement halls. So let's see what happens. All right, so I am a 5 on 3 on this investigate check with 6 cents. I get a -1. So I will take the clue off of the basement halls. I'm using this ability, and it says if I may choose a reveal location connected to mine, basement halls. I'm now investigating as if I were there. I can use either shroud value. So I use the lower one. I'm a 5 on 3, -1. Yada, yada, yada. I'm going to investigate yet again. And I get the same result. So I pick up this clue. I should have spent this clue to enter. Come on, computer. I should have spent that one clue I just had to enter the dreary cell. So I messed that up. And then last action, let's move, crank track shoes. I'm going to move again, which I pass. It gives me back in action off my action budget. I'm going to go into here, which costs me a clue, and then I have to test Might 2, which I think is maybe doable. So I spent a clue to enter there, and that's the question is, am I going to try to pass this test or not? I guess I will, and I'm just not going to use look what I found. Right? Yeah. Sorry. I mean, I won't use look what I found to commit to something in the future because I have to plan ahead as to what I'm discarding because of drawing the sign. That's specifically what I'm thinking about. I'm going to go to the end of round. Meat Cleaver. I don't care about you because I'm about to get a straitjacket on myself. Because I'm not crazy. You're the crazy one. We go up to round 10. And I draw walls closing in. The shroud of my location is 5. 5? I said that real funny. It is 5. Wow, that's stupid. If I fail, I either take 1 horror for each point I fail by or randomly choose. Oh, yeah, I'll just take this one on the chin. -1. If you failed, randomly choose an enemy from the monsters. And if I fail, so I can take 1 horror or shuffle in some monsters. Oh, but they get shuffled into like the actual encounter deck here. Yeah, I'll do that. That seems fine. All right, so 1 for the skull and 1 for the test itself. Cool. I love it. Oh, yeah, I advanced, right? Yeah, I advanced the Daniel thing, so now I'm, once I get 4 of the following, I have to advance. Okay. So, I need to get this clue, or I can pass a willpower test over here, which is, I think it's how much horror I have on me. So I'm a 5 on 5 or I'm a 2 on 2. So I might as well just start testing, baby. First action. I'm testing 2 on 2 to release a dangerous patient. Do it. What? What? I'm not even, oh my gosh. That is nutso. I should not be passing these tests. Holy cow. I am going at light speed. This is nuts. I don't know if I've ever done this well in this scenario. A knock on wood. Did I spend a clue to enter here? I did. Okay. So I did that thing. So now what do I do? Do I go to the infirmary to try to get that XP? Yes. I do. Second action. I'm going to move. I need to make up for it because I got a penalty for not burning a clue to enter that first one. I didn't have the clue to burn. So we're going to use track shoes. I'm a 4 on 3 on this test. And that's a 0. But I have to randomly choose one of the monster enemies. Oh, it's the last one. I go straight into that encounter deck. As per the text on here. But it's still going to pass. And then last action, I will move into the infirmary, which is cool. So that's not a part of my budget. Oh, but I did a track shoes move. Okay. Actually, I wonder if it is part of my budget. I don't know. I think originally I budgeted to move in there on the way down, but walking all the way back is not part of my budget. Yeah, it is. I'm sure it's fine. End of the round. I get a word of protection. Yes, please. We're going to go up to round 11. And I draw. Wall's closing in. I'm a Shroud of 3. So I'm a 5 on 3. Cultist is the amount of horror on me, so -5. I'm a 0 on 3, and there's not monster enemies left. So I would be taking 3 horror right now. So I will play Deny Existence level 5. I probably could have thought about this more, but I would have come to the same conclusion. Yep, so 5 on 3, -5. So 0 on 3. So I take 3 horror. And I'm going to play Deny Existence level 5 to do the opposite of that, so I will heal 3 horror. Back in business, baby. I like that. Okay, that felt good. Let's investigate with 6 Sense. I am a 5 on 3. It's my favorite number. -1. Unreal. All right, so I'm going to take this clue. It's going to give me an extra victory point. I'm going to play Open Gate. Here. That's fast. And then this is now considered adjacent to this. So second action, I'm going to move up to the yard. And I've done 3 of these objectives. Oh my god, I have. I'm going to exhaust track shoes to try to move again. And I get to move again. Incredible. Oh, by using the Open Gate, I gain 3 actions back on my action budget. So I get to move again. Now I'm in the garden, and I got to pick up this clue so that I can do this other thing. So last action, we're going to investigate. +1. On fire, dude. All right. I'm getting extremely lucky. I don't have any business doing as well as I am. I did draw a weakness, which isn't awesome. A particularly potent weakness. And we're going up to round 12. So I'm going to test 4 willpower. If I fail, to search my deck for a madness weakness, which I don't think I have any. So let's take this test. 5 on 4. -2. But I fail. So now this goes up to 4. And I have to search my deck for a madness weakness, which I don't have. Shuffle up that deck. Okay. So now what? I guess so first I'm going to play Dark Memory, and we're going to get that out of my hand. That's going to add a doom on the current agenda. I had to spend an action playing this, and then I lost a round, so that's another 3 actions. Rough. I have 3 rounds remain. So I can take this agility test and then resign. I can take this agility test. I'll spawn a monster with me that actually could kill me. See, what I'm hoping for is a monster that has a VP. So let's gear up for a fight, because I got some action budget left here. And then last action, I'm going to draw a card. Some meat cleaver. End of the round, draw a card. Test of Will is good. Meat Cleaver is not. That's a willpower icon, though, so we'll get rid of Desperate Search. We're going to go up to 5 doom out of 8. Mad Patient. Alright, so first action. We're going to take the agility test that is right here. This is going to cause the thing to advance if I get this, because I'll have 4 objectives. There are no clues in the garden. Test agility 2. Okay. So there's no clues in the garden. So I'm a 4 on 2. Base shroud of my location is probably 3. So I fail. Second action. Do it again. +1. I succeed. So I do this thing. Then I have 1, 2, 3, 4 objectives. So we advance. It says shuffle the encounter discard pile and each enemy beneath the act deck into the encounter deck. All 7 monsters are now in the encounter deck. If at least 3 monster enemies were shuffled in, yes, there were. I discard cards on the top until a monster enemy is discarded and I draw it. I'm going to find one suit. Ah, dang it. Alright, well, that's less inspiring because it's not a VP. So, I mean, I could hang around here, but I'm just thrilled that I'm going to get out, I think. I think I got to just take what I've done and do it. I could kill this monster, put down the Meat Cleaver, and then I'll have like 1 turn after that to hopefully draw another monster. So instead, the garden gains, if there's no ready enemy in the garden, resign. Oh, dang it. I guess I'm going to evade it. This seems right. Last action, evade. I'm a 3, 4 on 2. Show me what you got. 0. I evaded it. Cool. Enemy phase doesn't do anything. Oh, 4 on 2 is after you successfully evade spawn of Haley by 2 or less. So I'm going to take a horror from that evasion, which is going to deal him a damage. Okay. Enemy phase. He does nothing. Upkeep phase. Flip, flip, flip. Philadelphia. Dun, 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 dun. I guess I'll get rid of the Meat Cleaver. Go up to round number 14. Oh, and I had to evade, which loses me a budget. Go up to 6 doom, and I draw the yellow sign. I'm going to commit Fearless to this, right? Or no, I just play Test of Will. I just cancel this. That's what I do. Or do I... Yeah, just kidding. I'm going to ward it instead. So still same resource, but I take a horror. What's this? 2 damage. Bam, bam. Alright, so first action. On the turn. I'm a shrivel. So I'm a 5. 6, 7 with Fearless. 7 on 4. -3. I succeed barely. And I heal a horror from Fearless. That's going to kill this dude. Second action. Resign. Right? Let's double check everything. If there's no ready enemy, resign, finally a way out. I will choose to do that. And I have made it out. I did it. I did not think I was going to do it. I didn't think I was going to do it. And I did it. That's incredible. I'm blown away right now. I'm so blown away. We're going to go to full screen of my face. I'm blown away. I can't believe I did it. That is way, that might be my best run. That went so much better than any of the playtesting that I did. And I'm kind of tired of playtesting because I don't want to really take the game as serious as it was anymore. So I'm kind of gonna lay off the playtesting from here on out. Carcosa's much more leisurely. It's a lot less intense, and my deck is pretty good, so I have a good chance of getting a ton of VP in each of the remaining scenarios. So I feel great about that, and I guess I want to tap back into the stream to see important league stuff. So I think that was round 14, if I'm not mistaken, because we added, let's see, there's your first turn, plus 2 Doom for this, plus 7 Doom for this. So that's 10. And then, oh, it might have been 15. Might have been 15 rounds. So 10, 16 is what I'm showing with the Doom. But remember that I played my signature weakness to add a Doom. So I think it's maybe 15 rounds. I think it's maybe 15 rounds. And my action budget was not too far off. I have 4. I resigned second action, right? So then I had 1 action left, which brought me down to 3, and then the last round. So action budget for the win. I've been using that because it's a helpful gauge of knowing when, like, if I need to just skip the infirmary or whatever I need to do to adapt. If I can draw cards or not, if I can afford to do that. So I got super lucky. I was able to get these 2 tests at like 0. And I drew +1s for both of them. Like, that's nuts. And clearly, if I had failed 2 or 3 of those tests, I would have been almost out of actions. So granted, I took maybe 1 or 2 extra actions there at the end. Because I could, but so in terms of resolution, I did not take the keys by force, so I get resolution 3, which is, let's take a look. Where am I at? It's the next one. Spoilers to look at. Resolution 3. With the asylum staff distracted and patients running amok, you get out. I escape the asylum. I get some victory points. I have 2 Elder Thing tokens for the next scenario, which is cool. Let's check the VP real quick. I finished with no cards in hand, did I? Wow. So I got 1 from the mess hall. I got 1 from the infirmary. I got 1 from the basement hall, and 1 from Daniel. So that was pretty cool. Things that went against me that scenario, I drew drawing the sign a little bit earlier than I would have liked. In this kind of situation, it would have been nice to have drawn the delves later, and then I could have just played them right before I resigned. But that's just whatever. And Peter was there at the end. This shows that Peter's upgraded, but I actually didn't have the upgraded Peter in this version of the deck, so it's actually not, it would have been a regular Peter instead. So yeah, I guess we do. So I get 4 VP. That doesn't feel like very much, but maybe that's good. I mean, I feel like surviving is good, right? Like that's really what you want to do for this. All right, so if the lunatic version of Daniel Chesterfield was in play, if neither version, Daniel did not survive. So let's go to Daniel did not survive. I'm going to lay low at Ma's boarding house because the chicken noodle soup there is the bomb. I think back about that conversation I had with Daniel, and he's like, yeah, this dude, he like made us speak the oath, and the price was paid. So he told me not to speak his name, and I said, you know what? Seems like a good idea. So I'm going to choose to heed the warning. Always heed the warning. So partially because I don't want to do the doubt route of the finale, but more importantly, you get the best mechanic in all of Arkham, which is if you ever say the King in Yellow's real name, you have to take a horror. So hopefully I don't do that on stream, but we'll see. All right, so I get 2 conviction and 1 bonus experience. So I had 1 experience left over. And then I got 4 from the scenario. And then I got a bonus experience. So that's 6 more experience. That's great. And I get 2 conviction. Oh, I already had conviction. That's great. Well, that's just swell. That's real swell. And I think the conviction version of the weakness you get in the next scenario is, I think the conviction version is a willpower test, which I'm good at. So that's good. Phantom of Truth is next. So upcoming upgrades that I'm thinking of doing for my deck are, I want to upgrade my Peters finally. So that's good. I need to put a Forbidden Knowledge back into my deck from the Test of Will, but I only played 1 of them, so I can't put both Forbidden Knowledges back in. I have 6 XP, but I want to use that Arcane Research, so I'll probably upgrade my other Shriveling. So that'll cost me 1. So both my Peters plus that Shriveling, so it's 5, and I'll have 1 lingering XP, which maybe I'll save it for later. That seems fine. I'll probably want another Fearless at some point. And then Defiance in general is pretty good. Maybe I'll get another Test of Will, although I don't feel like I really need it for Phantom. Phantom just has a ton of willpower tests. It's like that deck is like 40% willpower treacheries. So I want to make sure I get upgraded Peter, so my base willpower is 6, so I can take a lot of those pretty well. And then there's a bunch of Bayeki flying around. They all have like 2 or 3 health, and so if I had Forbidden Knowledge, that could be my 3rd point of damage for this. Okay, I'm just babbling, and I'm done. And I feel great, and I survived, and I can't believe I survived. I like can't believe it. So maybe it's because it's my birthday week. Birthday week. Thanks so much for watching. Sorry it was another slow, leisurely video, but you know what? I'm a real tired boy, and this is the best I got. And good luck, everyone, for your league games coming up, and we will see ya in Paris. Wow. Oh, yeah.